I'll come to the back after. Yeah.
Thank you. The tone in the last few days has been very respectful between the White House and McCarthy's team. You just said a few moments ago that McCarthy's team is working in good faith. But this morning you had House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries slamming MAGA Republicans for dangerous default gamesmanship. You had Pete Aguilar saying McCarthy's beholden to the most extreme members of his party. So is House Democratic leadership undermining the work of the administration right now?
Not at all. We are aligned with them, with the leadership on both the House and the Senate, and that continues. And we have been aligned with them for the past several months.
Does Jeffries speak for the party here?
I believe he's the leader of the Democratic caucus on the House, so I would presume that is a yes.
So it just seems like there's a bit of a divide between the rhetoric that he's using and the rhetoric we're hearing out of the White House.
Look, I think multiple things could happen at the same time. Clearly, Leader Jeffries is a partner in this, has been a partner as well as Leader Schumer. That will continue, and I'll just leave it there. I'm going to go to back.
The discharge petition, one more. Is that at all a signal that House Democrats doubt the president's ability to lead the country to a solution here?
Well, that's an extreme analysis or final kind of analysis there. I would say if you look at what the president has done the last 2 years and the leadership that he has shown in passing historic pieces of legislation, bringing the Democrats together in passing in the Inflation Reduction Act, when he brought the Democrats together to pass his first legislation, which is the American Rescue Plan, that helped get the economy back on its feet. That is a president that has led. That is a president that has continued to lead. You look at the economy has been able to create 12.7 million jobs. It's been able to see an unemployment rate at one of the lowest that we have seen in modern time. And that's going to continue if we continue to do the work of the American people, get this budget negotiation done. And here, that's at stake. The work that this president has done, that is what's at stake right now.
The district petition, that would be like an end run around what the president is doing.
Absolutely not. Look, I would refer you to Congress on their processes and what they're trying to do in Congress. But to say or suggest the president's leadership is in question, I think is completely false. I disagree with that premise and certainly with that question, because if you look at the last 2 years, if you look at what Democrats have been able to get done with the leadership of this president, that is the complete opposite of what you just laid out. Go ahead, April.
Wow, did you see how flustered Karine was for 30 or 45 seconds? She snapped out of her acting and remembered that her boss is actually really bad at his job. So it's really difficult for her to defend him. I mean, it's the worst kept secret in America. Democrat voters in the polls, they say that they don't trust Biden to handle the economy. They don't want Biden to run again. Democrats in the Senate and the House, they don't trust Biden to get the agenda done for the left. He is just not good at his job, and his policies were bad in the first place. Bad for America, and on top of that, he's not good at his job in terms of his cognitive functions. And it's just a matter of fact. It's not trying to be mean. Everyone ages. It's just a matter of fact. So Karine had a bit of a meltdown there because she remembered her boss is not doing great for the country. This inflation is going on. Economists think that the inflation will continue with continued government spending, that we're going to have Bidenflation continuing going forward. The border remains open. Title 42 ended. Biden refused to do anything, come up with a new policy there, and actually enforce the laws that are already on the books, the federal immigration laws. And now we have this debt ceiling, and Biden has been virtue signaling, I'm going to use the 14th Amendment to make the debt legitimate and raise the debt ceiling. He can't do that. That's not how the 14th Amendment works. He's trying to come up with these excuses. But if you read the Constitution, if you read the article that pertains to congressional power, they have the power of the purse. So Biden is the one that is putting the economy on the risking our economy. And Republicans in the past have tied budget cuts to the debt ceiling. It happened under Obama in 2011 while Biden was the VP. Was he paying attention, or was he in Ukraine maybe? And it also happened, I believe, in 96 under Clinton. So it's nothing new. It's time for Biden to come to the table and negotiate. And honestly, I feel bad for Karine. It's really difficult being a press secretary, but it's 10x harder for her because her boss is legitimately incompetent and bad at his job in several respects. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're on YouTube, follow if you're on Facebook or the other platforms. We'll be back with more videos soon.